Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
The world is wide. Let's make it closer. With smart planning and a touch of magic, Ash knows travel. Welcome to the future of travel. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Ash and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors build confidence and book smarter. And tonight's training is the Lazy Girl's Guide to Booking Like a Machine. Automation edition, of course. I say lazy girl, but lazy guy doesn't matter. And lazy actually is going to mean leveraged, okay? I have got a fantastic training tonight. We're going to talk about easiest ways to automate your business. And I'm not talking about content only, okay? We're going to go over all the different ways that you can automate your business. So then your business is essentially a system that runs for you, regardless if you are online or not. So we're also going to talk client emails, follow-ups, content reminders, all the way to tools that help you stay consistent without burning yourself out. And guess what? At the end of this, I'm going to give you a complete automation guide along with a 30-day automation planner so you can set up everything step by step and finally run your business like a well-oiled machine. If you're live here, make sure you go ahead and drop a quick hello in the chat. I want to see you. I want to know that you're with me. Hello, everyone. And of course, if you're catching this on a replay, make sure you comment #replay so that I know that you stopped by. So let's go ahead and get started. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so it will send you a notification every time I go live. So let's go ahead and jump in to the Lazy Girl's Guide of Booking Like a Machine. How excited are we for this training tonight? I love all of the different types of trainings I'm doing lately because I really get into these. I have the coolest tool to show you tonight. It is called Boomerang, and I can't wait to get into it. It is going to blow your mind. So make sure you guys stay all the way to the end so you guys get that guide as well. But let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So, Lazy Girl's Guide to Booking Like a Machine. Why this training matters. Well, most travel advisors aren't burnt out because they're lazy. Facts, right? We normally get burnt out because everything they do is manual. That's it. When you start relying too much on yourself and you're not relying on everything else that is provided to you, you're going to get burnt out very quickly. So this training is going to teach you how to automate 80% of your travel business. We're going to talk about using the free tools, which are the only other tool I have is the Deliberate one, and the cheapest one for that one's $4.99 if you want it. But most of the tools I'm showing you tonight are free. We're going to talk about building a booking machine in 30 days, working less while booking more, and we're going to scale like business owners, not an admin. So, the lazy girl philosophy. Now, I want to talk about this before I continue. I call this the lazy girl because, listen, I had an epiphany a while back. And if you guys don't know, Precious Carol, that's my bestie, but she's also a business partner. We work together on pretty much everything. We work together on everything. And I used to get on to her all the time about automation. I'm like, girl, you can't automate everything. You can't automate everything. But then one day I found myself not having anything to do. And I was just like, that's weird. Why don't I have anything to do? And I realized it's not because I'm lazy. It's because I've already automated everything. Everything was already done. And that's when I realized, okay, we're going to call ourselves the lazy girls. Okay, maybe guys. Sorry. Lazy girls, lazy guys. All right. But lazy, it does not mean that we're unproductive. It does not mean that we're not working. It actually means we're leveraged. That means I have automated my business to a point where I don't have to work all day, every day. Isn't that what everybody wants? Isn't that why we're learning? Isn't that why we're growing, right? Our goal is to have our business in an automatic cycle. So as to where I don't have to worry about what marketing, what tools, what am I going to do today? It's already set up, right? You don't work harder. You don't hustle constantly, and you don't manually post or follow up. Your systems run even when you don't. So, our lazy girl energy, our era that we are stepping into, is going to basically equal letting your business work for you instead of you working for it. Sound good? Sound exciting? Yes? Let's go. All right, so how automation scales your business. Now, I'm going to tell you something about automation. It's not something that's done overnight. It's going to be something that you have to layer on. It's like building a foundation. First, most of the automation that you will see me teach is going to be content, because this is something that if you guys can get that set, it takes so much stress off of you. So I really, really preach about, doing automation for content always, always, right? But there's going to be several different ways you can automate tonight that are going to absolutely just kind of get you excited about ways you can take control of your business. But what does that automation do? It's going to help scale you. It's going to help you stay consistent. Your leads are going to stay organized because you're going to know where they're at. Your emails are going to send themselves. We'll get into that one. Your follow-ups never get forgotten. How many times have you had to follow up on something and you forgot about it and then you let too much time pass? I think that is one of the hardest things that we go through as travel agents, because we don't ever want to seem pushy, but we don't know when to reach out, and then we forget it, and then it's too late, right? We don't want that to happen. So your client experience, that's really what we're going to be focusing on, is how this automation is going to change your client experience, but it's going to make it look polished. You don't work harder, you work smarter. Yeah, we like that. And automation essentially equals more clients, more income, and more peace. Can we all agree with that? That's what we're going for, right? I feel like once you guys get this kind of in place, it's going to take you a little bit of time. I have it broken down per week, and you guys will see it at the end. But once you get this in place, y'all come back and tell me how it goes, okay? I want to know how it feels. I want to know, did it make it easier for you? Was there anything else you found in the process? Like, please keep me up on your journey, because I'm here for you guys. I'm literally put in place on this YouTube channel Tuesday through Thursday at 5 p.m. PST, right? Every week to serve you. So let me know how it serves you, please. All right. Now, the 5 things that we are going to automate today. These 5 things will change your entire business. First of all, we're always going to go over content, because sometimes you might just stumble upon me. Maybe you're not one of my top followers, okay? Maybe you just happen to find me. So we're going to talk about content. If you're new here, welcome. If you already know, if you have already been here, then you already know I'm going to cover content. We're also going to talk about lead intakes. And then tomorrow, we're actually going to talk about managing leads. But today, we're just going to talk about the intake part of it, okay? We're also going to talk about emails. Emails are probably one of the coolest things that we can automate, and I can't wait to show you that. Follow-ups, and then lastly, we're going to go over the client experience part of automation. So, automate these and everything gets easier. Now, I want you to go ahead and blow up my comment section. Comment below, which one of these do you need to work on when it comes to automation? Now, some of you might say everything, and I feel like it's probably everything for me too. Like, I already have all this in place, obviously, because I wouldn't be able to teach it, but I feel like there's always ways I can improve it, right? And the client experience is probably always going to be the biggest one for me, because that client experience sets the tone for me getting referrals and getting different things, etc., like that. So I need to make sure that my client's experience is always at top notch. So comment them. I want to see them. Let me know. Okay. But what do you guys need to automate in your business? All right. So here is your free automation toolkit. Now, of course, I'm going to have all of this in the guide at the end, so you don't have to screenshot it, but all of the tools, they're most common for me that you guys are probably already used to, but Meta Business Suite for those who need a free auto scheduler. Jot form is what I use to get the leads from the clients when they fill out the inquiry form. It also, once you complete it and you hit send, it has an auto email that follows up. That auto email is your autoresponder that sets the tone for the client booking. You don't want it to be like a thank you page. We need to fill it out like what to expect. Here's how to contact me to like set the tone for it. So that free autoresponder and Jot form is absolutely life-changing. Deliver it. They have a free trial if you want to try them, but they are the ones that I use for the multi-scheduling. So if you ever hear me say like I schedule quickly, that's what I use. The smallest plan they have is $4.99, but I use the $15 one because it lets me repost things across the month. So I can have like something post on every Monday or every Tuesday, etc. And I can carry it out. That's what makes it worth $15. But if you don't have that and you want to start with Deliver It, do the $4.99. Okay, that's great. It's just as good. Boomerang for Gmail. I will show you guys a little bit about that. I have a whole slide to cover that. Boomerang is a actual extension of Gmail. You can add it to your Google account, and it has basically the ability to turn your entire Gmail into like a CRM system. And I will tell you all about it. Okay. Gmail, of course, we're going to talk about them. I always recommend Gmail. You guys, a lot of you might have like MSN, etc., but I've always used Gmail, so that's who I have. Okay. But they have filters that you guys can put in there, and there's also tabs where you can actually tag your emails and have them go to certain places. And another thing I like to do is unread them so I can go back and remind myself. Lastly, that schedule send is probably the biggest thing that I love about Gmail. I schedule send everything, and it's absolutely fantastic. Canva, of course, free onboarding packets. You guys can make all of those cool, fancy packets to send to your clients when they do a cruise or they do a resort or you're booking with you, a little bit more about me, etc. All of those, you can make all of those in Canva with Canva AI. And then lastly, I am a big firm believer in Google Sheets / Drive. That's how I track everything because I don't want to pay for anything else. Like I have enough things to deal with, right? I'm not trying to add any more bills. So I use Google Sheets because I adore it. So honestly, if you have all of these tools right here, okay, if you don't want to do Deliver It, you want to do Meta Business Suite instead, fine. But all of this is really all you need to get that building, like the machine to get the bookings to come in, right? Because these are just like stepping stones from the foundation that's going to automate everything. So you don't have to worry about being on Facebook. You don't have to worry about making sure that, you replied to that email. It's already done for you. And that's what we're trying to do tonight. So part 1. So the first part I'm going to talk about is automating your content. Now on Thursday, I'll go ahead and share this real quick. On Thursday here, there we go. All right, so today we're doing the Lazy Girl's Guide to Booking Like a Machine. So this is automating everything. Tomorrow we're going to do managing leads like a pro. And then on Thursday, I'm going to actually break down how to batch it and book it. And we're going to talk about planning a month of content. This is going to be different from my 30 days of content in 60 minutes. I know I normally go and show you exactly what to do. But on this one, I'm actually going to break down exactly how I get it done within an hour. So it'll be step by step, has a full guide and everything attached to it too. But I'm not going to completely cover today is why I'm telling you this. I'm not going to go over the full details of automating your content because I'm going to break it down for you on Thursday. Same thing with the leads. When we get to that part, I'm breaking it down on Wednesday. Okay. So the whole week, we're just breaking down all our automation. So automating your content free system. So the tools that I like to use for this is either going to be Meta Business Suite and Deliver It. When I'm automating my content, I'll tell you another good thing that I like to is Unsplash. I like to use them for the photos, CapCut for videos, things like this. But the idea of the automation for the content, I highly recommend this part right here. This is what we care about, okay? So you need to at least have all of your content scheduled at least 7 days ahead. That way, if anything happens during the week, you don't have to worry about it. You can always come back in. I like to sit down once a month and schedule all of my content because Deliver It makes it easy to do so. If you want to do that on Meta Business Suite, you'd have to come in individually and do each one. So that's why most people just do 7 days or every 2 weeks so they don't have to do it as much. But you want at least 7 days so then you have time. Like every Sunday, you can sit down for an hour, plan your content, right? Like you want to make it to where it's always going to be repeating. So it's never that like you're not online. You're always online. Now, when it comes to the automating of the content, I always try to get at least 15 to 20 different captions that are automatically saved. I build these in ChatGPT and then I load them into a doc, and I'll show you guys that doc on Thursday. Okay. And then I also create a content folder for reuse. Inside my computer, I have team building videos. I have Ash Knows Travel videos. I have Travel with Ash videos, and I have them all set up, and I reuse them every month. Every time I make a new video, that is not the only time I will ever use that video unless it's like a deal that's like going to expire, etc. Right? But if it's one of those like travel tips, we're using that, okay? So I save all of those inside the content folders. And then when it comes to redoing my content, it gets easier every time. Now, do I always reuse them? No. I try to make at least 3 or 4 for the month when it comes to reels or photos, whatever. And then I reuse the rest. So this way I'm still reusing my content but building onto the folder as well. Also, when it comes to automation, make sure you are cross posting, especially for Instagram and Facebook. Do not sit there and manually do that. Automate that all the way through. And then set weekly story reminders. I highly recommend this because I always forget to share to my story. Does anybody forget to share to their story? It's like free promos right there. Anytime somebody goes to your page, they always click on your story. How many stories have you seen lately? I watch stories all the time. I'm nosy. So I always forget. And another thing I've noticed about my story, especially on my Facebook, for some reason, it's set to like my friends on my personal one. I didn't know that. So like it was blocking me, but you guys can get easily monetized from a story, especially on Instagram. If you post to your stories a lot, it is a great way to build the people that see you because of that story. It will start boosting it because you're using the app. That's what they like. So the more you post to your stories. So I have reminders that I set up throughout the week to remind myself, oh, yeah, that's right. Go post to your story. And I'm not asking you to make a post, okay? If you want to, fine. But I will go and pick one of my posts and share it to my story. Sometimes Ralio and Branch Up will automatically do it for us, but I don't rely on them ever. I always try to post on my story at least 1 or 2 times a day on all of my platforms, no matter where I'm at, or no matter who I am. If I'm Ashley on one page, or if I'm Ash on one page, or Travel with Ash on the other, I try to just go all the way through it. It takes me like 5 minutes. Share, share, share. Boom, done, right? But this way, your content looks alive even when you aren't online, because the story lasts 24 hours. So if I share a couple of stories, I'm good, right? So this way, your content is kind of automating. You already have everything automated when it comes to the posting. All you have to do is just set a reminder to share those story. Now, I will tell you, and Deliver It, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but they have an option where you can actually share it to your story automatically. Did you know that? So, but if you click, I'll let you know. We learned this the hard way. If you click share a story, it only shares the story. Okay, trust me on that one. But you can automate sharing to your story. Yes, you can. Even in Meta Business Way, it should give you an option too. All right. Next one, automating your leads. So I only like Jotform. Sorry. I have Google Forms, but I always used to like lose the notification, and it drove me crazy that I would go back in there, in a week later, and it's like, oh, there's somebody already requested something. What? Like, where's the email for that, right? So I started using Jotform because it has an app on your phone, and I not only get an email, but I get an app notification that somebody submitted a inquiry. So I absolutely love Jotform. Now, I will tell you another thing that it has is, like I was telling you guys, it has an autoresponder. So as soon as they get done submitting it, you can send out an email that automatically welcomes them. I've got your request, I'll send out to you. So make sure you're using that when you hit that. Don't just let it hit submit. Like, send them something that will come from the Jotform itself. It's included. So just add it. Okay. But why do I like Jotform? It's beautiful branded forms. It's mobile friendly. It's easy for clients, and it instantly organizes the leads. Once it has the leads set up, it has them actually in a sheet, like automatically on Jotform. You can actually go in there inside of the settings and connect your Google Sheet to it if you want. It doesn't cost anything. It's included. You connect your Google Sheet to it, and then you can actually take your Google Sheet and just drop it. As soon as a lead comes in, it'll drop into your Google Sheet too. Did you guys know that? I don't think a lot of people know that. So yeah, you can actually come in here and just connect the Google Sheet, drop your lead. Now, I've been talking a lot to you guys about having a digital command center where everything's together. That's when that would come in. Okay. I would also not just use this for clients, like in a setting, but I would also suggest like people who are interested in like a newsletter. If you don't want to pay for like the whole thing where like they have to enroll and all of that, you can make a Jotform just for your campaign, or maybe for your newsletter, or maybe that somebody's just interested in learning more. Like, you can use Jotform for a lot of different leads. It doesn't have to just be that. Okay. So make sure you guys kind of implement it, because you get up to, I think, 5 forms on Jotform automatically. So why not use it, right? It's already in there. Now, I can show you guys my Jotform. Let me see. Hold on one second. Okay. So this is how mine is. So it's like this, like it's per question. It has 23 questions, but if I come down here, yeah, there we go. I could kind of drag it through. So I'd make mine look like this. It's way better on the phone, honestly. But I have roughly 23 questions just broken down. And you don't have to have it like this. You can have it just like a form too. But I turned it like this one time, and then it's a forever stay. So I like Jotform because of that. It's very nice, very simple, and it goes straight to your phone. So make sure you have it as an app as well. Okay, so Jotform for you. All right, so continue. How to automate your leads step by step. So this is just how I suggest doing it. You don't have to do it this way, but create a trip request form. You can find one from Archer. If you go to search the templates in Jotform, they already have one built for you. Add that free autoresponder, which is at the submit page. You will add it in. Thank you. I'll check your dates and times and options, blah, 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 whatever you want to put. You could even put like a not a newsletter, but like a blog in there. You could put like a welcome packet, like you could put a lot of stuff in that autoresponder, right? Then you're going to connect that Jotform to Google Sheets, and then you can even add categories to it inside the Google Sheets. So then you can categorize it. Like that says AI, which I'm not sure what that means, but cruise, family group, what else we have? Like resort, whatever. You can tag it inside your Google Sheets. And then lastly, add a reminder to follow up. So we'll get into the reminders to the follow-up section. I'll show you how we can automate those. But this way, all of the leads are organized automatically. You could just connect it to your Google Sheet and have it sent. So that's one system, okay, that will literally save you hours every week. So then once you get a lead, it automatically connects to your Google Sheets. So even if you didn't get a notification that way, you could still have it shoot right into the Google Sheets. Then it's already drafted in there. You know exactly what to look for, carry on, right? So it's pretty nice. All right. Maybe I should do a training on that, huh? You guys would like that? All right. Now, this one's a pretty exciting tool. I really like this. Email automation. So these are free tools only, okay? We all automatically know Gmail. You can schedule send, and then Boomerang for Gmail is the extension that I'm going to talk about. But with this, you will be able to automatically set up welcome emails. You can quote follow-ups. You can do final payment reminders. You can send out welcome home messages. You can send out review requests and rebooking reminders. But this way, everything automatically runs on your own terms. All right, so let me show you what Boomerang can do. Yes? All right, so Boomerang is a free Gmail extension. If you just search Boomerang for Gmail, it'll populate. You add it to your extension to your Gmail. But it can send emails later. It can send emails on a schedule. So let's just say, for example, I have Susie's email, okay? And Susie booked with me, but I want to send her final payment reminders. I can schedule them in there. Yes, you can do that. Let's say we want to do like welcome packets and we want to send them like halfway through her booking with us, like a few months down the road as a reminder. Hey, still checking on you. Here's this free cruise packet. You can send that on the schedule, okay? When they return, you can schedule their welcome home message so you don't forget. How many of us have ever forgotten a welcome home message? Man, let me tell you. So let's prevent that. But what does this Boomerang do? It reminds you if someone doesn't reply. Also, did you know that? It creates sequences so we can do like an email drip where it can go in and email them throughout. It basically acts like a free CRM system. You could send a quote today and Boomerang will ping you in 48 hours if somebody didn't open it. They can also do a no reply after 2 days. It will remind you that it hasn't had a reply. And then it will let you build up that follow-up sequence that I've been talking about. Remember how I told you guys, let's try 3 days, let's try 7 days, and then 14? You can do that automatically for you. And then schedule a welcome home email for their return date. And also, it can also auto-trigger review requests. Hello, review requests. We need those, right? Please send me a review of my services. You can send that out automatically. But I feel like this tool is absolutely awesome. Boomerang is officially the ultimate lazy girl weapon. Yes? I should have paid for that. No, I'm just kidding. Did you know about this? Did you know about Boomerang? I just recently learned about it thanks to the lovely ChatGPT. And I've been trying to automate everything. And I've been implementing it roughly about a month and a half now. I like to try things before I give it to you guys to make sure it's good. And it's good, guys. It's really good. You will absolutely love Boomerang. And I plan on teaching about it, like how to actually set it up and everything for everybody pretty soon. I think it's just going to be a recording. I don't think it'll be a live because, clicking through Gmail could be a little trickery. So I'll probably will do that and set it up for you guys. But for right now, I just want to kind of let you know that you guys can actually automate and set up a free CRM right inside your Gmail. All right, part 4, Follow-up automation. This is the 3, 7, and 14 system that I was talking about. So first of all, Meta inside your business suite, you can do saved replies. If you do a saved reply, it'll prompt them to ask a question and it will give them the reply. Once they click it, it'll give them the automatic reply. Always have these set up. Please always have these set up because sometimes these messages, they go to spam. Sometimes we don't get them right away and you need an auto follow-up to keep them moving through the system regardless, right? That job form, of course, you want to follow that up. You could do a follow-up automation by connecting the job form to the Google Sheets. This way you can already set up like, all right, who do I need to follow up with? So that's a connecting factor of it, okay? Then once we get the email, we'll plug it into Gmail using Boomerang. We could do the follow-up automation. So day 3, do you want me to lock this in? Day 7, hey, the price has changed. Do you want me to recheck it? Day 14, are you ready to plan your trip? Okay. This way, you will never forget a lead ever again. We don't want to forget leads. And just because we sent them a quote once and we didn't hear anything doesn't mean that they're not going to book with us, right? We've learned that. Sometimes we just forget things and it's okay to remind them. It's not salesy. It's not weird. It's our job. All right. Next part. All right. So the Gmail automation system, Gmail by itself can automate so much. I like to cover Gmail because I feel like we don't use it enough. I feel like we have it, but we don't know what it does. So let's talk about it. Okay. Filters, it can add in different filters. It can search for trip dates. So if you are doing like a VAX booking, you can't find your VAX, you can just search it in there. It'll find it. Okay. It has templates that you could set up for automated emails that you push out. It has color-coded labels. It has a schedule to send option, and basically it could organize everything. You guys really just need to sit down, go through your Gmail. Who needs to sit down and go through their Gmail? I know I still need to. I mean, I do it over time, but I really wish I didn't let it get that bad. Like I have like over like 5,000 emails in there. Why did I do that? Why, right? We all need to sit down to set up our automation. We need to clear out the old stuff, get ready for the new stuff. Pair Gmail with the Boomerang, and then of course add in that job form, and you guys basically have a free travel agency right there. Things that people pay hundreds of dollars for, we can build it in ourselves and have an automated setup for us so we can take on new clients. Nice. All right, part 5. Client experience automation. Your client journey should feel polished, premium, and professional without you doing everything manually. So why do we need to automate it? Clients feel supported because they're constantly getting emails from us. You look organized and high end because you didn't let them remind you that they left. You reminded them, hey, I know you're leaving. Please check with me. Send it a week or so out. Hey, how's this going? Are you ready? Do you have this? Send a checklist, right? You will never forget anything because you automate it. You increase reviews and referrals and repeat business because we're asking them for the referral. We automatically will send an email. Hey, thank you so much for choosing. This is your trip. Go ahead and put a review in for me, right? And you can make that review form, put it on your chop form, and then paste it into Travel Leaders Network, right? Repeat business is hopefully what we'll gain from it, but essentially your business runs even when you are offline. That is the goal. So what we automate, here we go. Here's some examples for you guys. I automate my welcome packet and the next steps. I do the next steps for the booking. Hey, thank you for booking with me. Here's my welcome packet. Here's some next steps. And normally I will put some like blogs, or I will put basically just different ways they can contact me and just kind of follow up information on that, right? I also like to automate final payment reminders because I forget these. Ooh, yes. When I do the booking and everything's set up, I will go and schedule an email to go out like 2 weeks before, and then I'll do one a week before, and then I still contact them too. So this way, though, they're getting the email so nobody forgets. Trip countdown messages. These are good too. I haven't got these in place all the way. I did a couple of them for the cruises that are leaving, and they're pretty excited about that. But their cruise isn't until like February. So I've had plenty of time to schedule that out. But if you have cruises that are already booking for next year, set these up because they get really excited about these trip countdown messages. And of course, always do a return home email and a review request. I do the home email first, and then I wait for their feedback. And I already have the review request set up, but I don't normally set it out till about a week and a half after to make sure that I've talked to them before then. Okay. Okay, so if they didn't have the best experience. And so I'm just not blindly requesting a review from them. I'll just let them know, like, hey, I'm sending you a review request eventually. You will get it if you don't mind filling it out for me. And then lastly, one of the best things that you can do is a rebooking reminder. I actually, when I started putting this in place, that's when I learned that my client was on her Norwegian cruise and she already rebooked. She replied back to me like, "Oh, I already rebooked it. I'm going at this time next year." What? I didn't know that. They never told me that. Norwegian, they probably sent me an email, but who knows where that is. But because of my rebooking reminder, she let me know she already rebooked, right? So these are great. How do we feel about these? Do you think this will change your client experience? And you don't even have to do anything. You just have to schedule it. That's it. Schedule it and forget it, right? All right. So here is how I have this basically broken down for you. Okay, I'm not gonna break it too far because it's also included inside of the guide that I'm gonna give you. But talked about the welcome packet. That's after the deposit. I have an attachment Canva packet. I schedule send those for 1 hour later. Oh, should we hold on? Should we do a training on this next month? Let's do a training on this. Let's do welcome packets. Yeah? Oh, don't you love when that happens? Okay. Well, let's just do, and then we'll do boomerang for next month too. Yeah. Wow. Don't you love when that just connects like that? All right. I wrote it down so I don't forget. See how I did that? Another thing I recommend always write everything down. I have a sticky note on my laptop and I have a widget on my iPhone that is called Task Maker or something like that. And as soon as I remember something that I need to do, I know I'm not going to do it right now. So I just write it down. And then anytime I forget what I'm doing, I just go back to that list and I schedule something to mark off. That's how I do it here. Okay. All right. So final payment reminders, trip countdowns. We do 30 days, 7 days, and then 48 hours prior to travel. You can include packing lists, tips, weather, airport reminders, and you can have ChatGPT build all of this along with Canva AI. You don't have to build any of this on your own, okay? But these are just little great tools that you can just wow your client with. This is what makes you unique right here. This is what people book for, okay? Yeah, we can get them deals, we can get them prices, but if we can make them feel like we're actually taking care of them, they'll come back, right? Return home and review requests, and then that rebooking reminder. I love these. So your entire client experience runs on autopilot. It's polished, consistent, and completely effortless because all we're doing is scheduling it after we build it. That's it. So here is the 30-day automation blueprint. This is how I set it up for you guys so it's not so overwhelming. This way you could kind of just start week 1. I would start week 1 next week, okay? Or maybe during Thanksgiving if you got a little downtime. Start week 1 then because you want to build your content before December. So don't wait till December 1st to start this, all right? Week 2, work on your leads and then work on your emails, and then that'll help shape the entire client experience because you just have to add the welcome packets and everything to schedule out the emails. So week 3 and 4 will probably work together, okay? But this is really the best way to break it up so it's not so overwhelming for you guys, and it's really going to change the game for you when it comes to automation. Okay, so I've been promising you this gift this whole time, right? You ready to see this awesome gift? Everything that I've put together. Sometimes my gifts are better than my trainings. Let's be honest. I make the most amazing guides. Hello, creative master here. All right. If you want this guide, I want you to comment lazy to get it. That's our engagement deal. We have an engagement certified deal here at Ash Knows Travel. You comment and you shall receive. Comment lazy to get this kit. Okay, so let me show it to you so you know what you're commenting for. Here we go. So this is it. I'm starting to get a little creative with these. Before I just put words, but now I put pictures. Nice, right? Also have this here. Do we know what this is? Do we know what Ash Knows Travel is? Let me show you. So if you ever want to know where you can find all my trainings so they're organized and not crazy, hello, Ash Knows Travel. Boom. Who's that? Me. There we go. New to Ash Knows Travel. Recent. I have it all set up for you. So it's all organic. You don't get lost in the sauce on my YouTube channel. Okay? And you guys can even go in and leave me a review as a trainer. I'm just saying. All right? So anyways, that's the start of Ash Knows Travel. We're working on her. She's a slow, but she's going to be fully launched by January. That's my goal there. Okay? Back to what we were doing, though. So you guys can always find that right there. And then we have the Lazy Girls Automation Guide, Work Less, Book More, Automate Everything. Boom, by Ash Knows Travel. So here it is. Welcome to your new era of automation. Can you tell I'm a Taylor Swift fan? Sorry. I think me and ChatGPT, we're both on Taylor Swifty's world. Okay, so forgive us. But welcome to your new era of automation. Okay, we have the full setup. So we have the philosophy, so you guys understand what I mean by lazy, because I don't want you guys to think I'm sitting here. Like, I don't want you to give this to someone and they're like, great, she thinks we're lazy. No, we're leveraged. We're not lazy, we're leveraged. Okay, your free automation toolkit, everything I talked about, how to automate your content, your leads. I have it set up, even like the columns. I tell you guys what to put in there, okay? Lazy girl hack, yeah, okay. Section 3, automated email system. Have a bunch of that. The scheduling system, like I break it down. How to use Boomerang. I break down everything. So the reason I put this in here is because I don't want you guys to like try to remember everything I just said. And I want you to have like the ability to set it up as you go. So when you get this, if you want to edit it, all you have to do is hit File, make a copy. Okay, don't request to edit it because that'll edit mine. I want you to edit your own. So make a copy and then you can edit it. Okay, but it goes down further. You have the ability to fill it out, things you want to automate, so you know what to set up. Okay, and then the 30-day automation planner that I talked about, and then boom, you did it. You're officially in your lazy girl CEO era. Yeah. Automation isn't about doing less, it's about doing it smarter. Now your business runs like a machine even when you're resting. And that's how Ash Knows Travel works. That's how I'm able to do everything. You guys always ask me, how is she able to do it? She's got six kids. How is she able to do it? Because I automate everything. On Sundays are really my work days. I work a lot during the week too, obviously, because I go live with you guys. But most of my work, I have a 4-hour block where I sit down and I schedule everything. And then Mondays are kids, right? All kids, unless I have corporate training, which we do first and fourth Tuesday of every month, or Monday every month. But we have to schedule things, because if not, I wouldn't be able to even do these trainings with you guys. You know, I wouldn't be able to. I'd be too busy doing content every day. So make sure you get this set up. Yeah. Make sure you comment lazy if you want this, so I can drop that. Let me go ahead and grab it real quick. Right. Let me go back over here where we were, and I will drop that in the chat for you. 1 second. All right, you guys should all have that, of course. Now, just a closing message. Of course, I want you guys to come back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. We are going to do Inbox Zero Client Hero, which is managing leads like a pro. It's live tomorrow. I will see you back here, of course, at Ash Knows Travel. But closing message for you guys, you don't need to work more. You need to automate more, build the system once, and let your business book clients for you. Welcome to your Lazy Girl CEO era. I am so excited to join you on this journey, and I can't wait to see what you automate. I'm going to head over to my chat now in the studio, so if you have questions, please drop them there. And if not, I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST on Wednesday. And enjoy my outro music. Let's jam out while I answer some questions, yeah? Make sure you like this video, too, before I leave. I need to know that you guys like this, so like every video that you watch. If you enjoy my content, like it, comment, share it. Do all you need to do so I can make sure that I can do more. All right? See you guys in the chat.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Thanks for spending these moments with me. The world is big and beautiful and full of stories, and we're just getting started. Wherever the next horizon leads, I'll meet you there. Until then, keep wondering and keep exploring. And remember, Ash knows travel.